A few hours ago, a man knocked on my door and it was pitch black out. There's no reason for someone to knock on my front door. He had gotten past all the security of the entire building and knocked straight at my door. And I was listening to music at the time, so I had my headphones in. And the only reason I knew that someone was knocking was because my dog was like violently barking at the door. So I go to the door and I'm kind of in a state of shock that this even happened. I go to the door and I hear it again, like a very faint knocking sound, like as if the man didn't want anyone to know that he was knocking at my door. And so I ask through the door, "Who is it?" And he says in a very low voice, "I want to enter into your apartment now." And like, it was terrifying when he said that. Like, you can tell, like, the tone of voice, the way someone says something is what's terrifying. And so I repeated again, "Who are you?" And he just says, "I want to enter into your apartment now." I freak out. I scream at him. I'm calling the police. I double lock my door. I call the police. They're on their way. They take 15 minutes to come. The guy's standing outside my door. I don't know what to do. I just keep screaming, I'm calling the police. And then I hear that he leaves. The police come. Couldn't find any sign of him. Couldn't find any sign of forced entry into the building. Being afraid of men is not an irrational fear. Like, I'm terrified of men. Every single day of my life, I'm terrified of men. When I cross the street at night and I'm alone and there's a guy and we cross paths, I am terrified. I am terrified that he's not going to keep walking. I am terrified every single time I do anything alone at night in a recluse area. Like, this is the reality. Like, this is the reality we live in with men. So thank you to that guy who made me feel so fucking terrified of living in my apartment that I've lived in for so long, that I love. I love this area. I love where I live. And now I'll never feel safe here again because that happened and because it could happen again. So yeah, thank you, men.